Hey everyone, it is the Angry Honey Badger here, and it's time for Badger's picks for the week of December 16th. We're going to see who's free this week and what 4 champions I'm going to recommend. Free this week, looks like we're going to be getting the Cho'Gath, Jax, Lucian, Lulu, Sivir, Vi, Xerath, Zac, Ziggs, and Zillion. Also, Callista will be free again this week because she was all bugged all last week, so bonus champion. As for my first recommendation for this week, I'm going to throw it over to Xerath. Xerath got popular at the middle to end of last season, and it kind of was awesome, to be honest. Xerath previously, before his rework, was not super popular. After his rework became more popular and became a better champion, to be honest. He really does excel now at sitting in the back line and just dishing out lots of damage. Obviously, you got to get pretty good with being skill shotty, but besides that, he does bring a lot of damage to the table, and if you like sitting back in a fight and dealing damage from way beyond up in someone's face, Xerath might be a great pick for you. My second recommendation for this week is, in fact, Lulu, who can effectively play every single role in League of Legends. We did see a jungle Lulu last week in the LCS expansion tournament. It didn't turn out to work that well, but it is possible. I'm not saying to jungle Lulu, but she does get played in literally every position. She does go top occasionally, she does go mid, she does the support thing, we've seen her in the jungle. And I'm going to be honest, one of my new fun, favorite, ridiculous things to do is, of course, AD Lulu. So, Lulu, try her anywhere. She's kind of fun to play. As for my next champion recommendation, I'm going to throw that one actually over to Zac. Zac's just seen a few changes recently, and I'm not going to say the green glob is going to make it back into play more, but he actually might. Another reason, too, that we might see him come back a little bit is, once again, LCS expansion stuff. We saw him get played a little bit, I believe, for a game, and he did okay, if I'm remembering correctly. I could also be wrong. But Zac's not terrible. He does still bring lots of crowd control. A few of the tweaks to his numbers have helped him out a little bit, too. We might see him rise back up. Also, I think he does okay in the jungle with his whole health return thing, so if you're looking for somebody to try out there, you might want to give Zac a shot. And as for my final recommendation for this week, I'm going to throw it over to Jax. Now, Jax did just get a small buff nerf. It was a little bit of both, but it was mostly a buff. Not exactly sure why they buffed Jax. He still is a late game side pushing menace. I'm not saying it's made him even better now, but it technically has a little bit. But I haven't seen him a lot, so maybe that's why. I mean, we talked about this in patch notes. If you missed patch notes, we don't know if Riot just likes to buff champions a little bit that they want to see back in play, even though they're technically fine, and if that just kind of mixes up the meta a little bit. Like I said, there's no specific reason to why he really needed the buff, but he got one. So if you want to try out some top lane Jax or even jungle Jax, you might want to give him a shot this week. Those are going to be your champions that are free this week for the week of December 16th. Try out any of the other champions you want to play. I was really tempted to recommend Cho'Gath. He's got a pretty decent win rate right now. Don't exactly know why, but he does. So that's cool. Other than that, there's a lot of other great champions actually in this week. So it's a good week, to be honest. I like pretty much all these champions for different reasons. So try out any of them. If there's a box around any of their pictures right now, that means it will take you over to some type of build for them, whether it is a quick build or a full build and guide. You can check those out, give them a shot, and other than that, just good luck out there this week on the fields of justice.